everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Debbie and I read a lot of books, and that is why I've got 2 months worth of Vlogmas. Today's book is book 7 of the exceptional Sophia Beaufont series called The New Dragon Elite. That is the front cover of the book. I am reading this on Kindle, which is why you can see the picture on Amazon, and the collection I've got is books 1 to 12, and there's 24 books in total, and it was originally released as just one big epic book. The authors are completely insane, because I think they've got another absolutely massive collection of Sophia Beaufont's sister, and there's possibly another one as well. So basically, the authors don't stop writing, apparently. So I'll get in with the blurb. The Dragon Riders have been given a second chance, but that only draws more attention to them. Many powerful people want a dragon egg, and they will kill for them. The Garlington has never been more unsafe. Harbouring dragon eggs is a dangerous business. Sophia Beaufont feels the pressure to protect and also defend like never before. Being a mama to eggs isn't easy, and yet S. Beaufont would have it no other way. Will the dragon eggs survive the greed seeking to steal them for selfish gains? So, after the events of the previous book, where they had an epic takedown of Tad Reinhardt, they have a new enemy. So this is officially the start of a new Dragon Elite, because Sophia, as the first female Dragon Rider, has her own batch of 1,000 eggs, which, as you can tell from the blurb, she is in full mama protection mode. And they are at risk when they do a bit of a press conference to announce to the world that they are taking back their role officially as adjudicators. Hiker inadvertently gives away their location to an enemy. Sophia already is slightly suspicious of a reporter out in the audience. This reporter is subtly asking for the location of their home base, which at first Hiker says, oh, it's none of your business where we are located. But then other people in the audience come up and say, well, actually it might be, because how do we know you are not going to have a bias? For example, like if there were countries warring, would where they're located be biased? And that is the point when Hiker inadvertently mentioned that they're in Scotland, and of course Scotland isn't going to get involved type thing. But just the fact that they're in Scotland is enough information for people to figure out where they are, which is dangerous. So ultimately this all comes down to people figuring out where the Garlington is and trying to take him down from the inside, basically. Ainsley out on a little shopping trip to get food, because she can't go outside of the Garlington for very long. She goes out with money for food and then comes back. But while she is out, she is accosted by a market seller saying, I've got some spices here for you if you want to kind of change up your cooking. And Ainsley says, oh no, I've already spent all my money on the groceries that I need. And this market seller says, oh, I'll give these spices to you for free, and if you enjoy them, come back and you can buy some more. You know, set aside extra money for them. To which Ainsley goes, oh, thank you. And she experiments cooking with the new spices and gets the balance completely wrong, to the point where nobody will eat the food apart from Quiet, because it's just too spicy. After that, Quiet gets very, very ill. The Garlington is infiltrated, and their protector, their force field, which stops anybody from actually being able to kind of see the Garlington in the first place, their shields come down and people can find them, and people infiltrate the Garlington. This story focuses more on Quiet, I'll admit that. The first chapter, you get a little bit of Quiet's backstory. Ultimately, I think this is leading up to us finding out who Quiet actually is. There's a lot of things saying that Sophia needs to find out Quiet's name in order for Quiet to recover from the poisoning, which we assume has come from the spices which Ainsley was given. Because when Quiet falls ill, Ainsley starts to fall ill, and the castle starts to deteriorate. So around them, the castle is falling apart, they've got two very ill members of the group, and then they're also at war within the walls of the Gullington because people are hunting their eggs. When I'm talking about this book, I always feel like it sounds so bizarre, but I am incredibly hooked. It's very, very easy to read. I find myself reading these very, very quickly. I think it's also because generally it's quite short chapters. You can have chapters that are like 1 or 2 pages, and then you can have slightly longer chapters. I love the chapters between Sophia and her fairy godmother. With the fairy godmother story, Mei Ling, usually Sophia sees her fairy godmother at the salon, because normally Sophia goes and gets her nails done. As the relationship between Sophia and her fairy godmother progresses, she doesn't need to see her to get her nails done anymore. She can just say, "Hi, I'm here to see Mei Ling. My name is Beaufont," and they'll go, "Oh, yeah." Just go straight to see her. In this book and the next book, Sophia doesn't see her fairy godmother at the salon anymore and is now visiting her fairy godmother at fairy godmother school, where Sophia is kind of famous. Yeah, I just love the relationship between Sophia and Mei Ling. I think it's really cute, the way that they communicate. I love getting more the story behind the fairy godmothers and how they are educated and how normal food isn't good for them, and so they have to be replenished on sugar to keep them sweet, and how they don't sleep. There's a whole story for the fairy godmothers, which I find so much fun. And again, we're still getting subtle moments of Sophia liking somebody. Wilder. Ainsley has been giving hints that Sophia has been talking about Wilder in her sleep, and Sophia hasn't a clue what's going on. All she knows is that her emotions are causing a bit of a turbulence in her life at the Gullington, and as a magician who is also a member of the Dragon Elite, her emotions are presenting as the weather, as you find out how the magic inside her is presenting to other people and how it affects the people around her. And so you just find out that it's getting very, very windy in Scotland, in the Gullington, and wherever she goes. But it seems to be worse when she's home at the Gullington, and it's just like, that's because the cause of her emotions is at the Gullington. It's Wilder. But Sophia has not figured that out yet. She's not aware of the fact that she likes Wilder, even though when you see Sophia talking about the boys, she always seems to have an extra affection for Wilder. She just, as a character, she's not aware of her feelings yet. There's so much to unpack. But yes, so in this one you see the start of the new Dragon Elite with the eggs, Sophia turning into almost a Mama Jamba style. That's Mother Nature if you hadn't seen the other videos. But you see Sophia as a mother to the eggs being very, very protective. And when one of the eggs is stolen by the people who invade the Gullington, Sophia just realises how protective she is over the eggs and how she feels like it's her role as a mother to all these dragon eggs. But yes, so a new enemy is in town. The new enemy is called Trin, Trin, Curante. It's Currante. So it could be Curante. Yeah, but she is a form of cyborg. Yeah, I will say I've started the next book and getting some more information, but I think I'll wait for the next review to talk about the origins of Trin and what happened there. But yeah, so the main mission for Sophia in this book is, once Quiet becomes ill, is finding a way to make him better. And so she's sent on a mission to go and find an antidote, where you get a bit of a Frozen moment. And when I say Frozen, I mean like Disney Frozen. She is sent to Antarctica to visit a white witch angel person who is supposed to have the antidote for Quiet, and was friends with Quiet, you find out. The angel that she meets tells Sophia that the antidote will only work if Quiet shares his real name. But Quiet's not about to do that. And in this book afterwards, he still hasn't given his name to anyone. The only people who actually know his name are Mama Jamba and the Ice Queen, in Antarctica. I'll admit, when Sophia's off on that mission to find the antidote, she has a very epic fight with an abominable snowman, which is why I say it's like a Frozen moment. Even the description of the Ice Queen is very Elsa-like. So I just felt like it did borrow from that, but it makes reference to it as well. It makes reference to Frozen. So yeah, it's almost like it's poking fun at itself a little bit. I feel like the authors are very self-aware of what they are borrowing from and what they're inspired by, but it's entertaining. I just really, really like these books. They're just so empowering. It's a proper coming of age story in regards to Sophia. As I said, like, it kind of reads like a sitcom. I can find them each as like individual episodes. I really would love to see this as a series. I think there's so much you can do with a story like this, and seeing it as a TV series seems like the most obvious thing for me, just because of the way it reads with the comedy and how modern it is, and the relationship between Sophia and Lunis the dragon, and how Lunis is presented as a modern dragon who likes watching Netflix and ordering from Uber Eats. It's so ridiculous, but it's just so funny and so good. Yeah, so it's the exceptional Sophia Beaufont. This book is The New Dragon Elite. So you get a reflection from my ring light. But yeah, authors are Sarah Noffke and Michael Anderle. It's just fabulous. And this says it's free on Kindle at the moment. I have to see if the other ones are on here, because after book 12 I need more. I need to get the other ones. But yeah, so thanks for watching this one. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video. Mwah.